Anyway, we've got our semifinals starting right now. Hermisen and Blue versus VipR and Aggz0 getting started right now as both the blue team members secure weapons almost immediately.
And put a ton of damage on the blue almost immediately as well. Nice. Aggz0 with the hammer trying to get back onto the stage. VipR's putting out a lot of damage with guitars. Hermisen being able to return a few of them as we got the Ditto happening in the center of the stage. But Blue off stage against Aggz0. VipR helping his teammate recover. So many hits being exchanged almost in like a mass on the side of the stage there, and they finally split up, separate, managed to get their attempts to be able to put some more damage on individually here. VipR going in for the recovery, does not quite connect, using the guitar recovery to get up high. Blue and Hermisen trying to get to center stage, but oh no, it's looking like Blue is, what's happened to Blue in the first game of the last set is happening again in the first game of this one.
Already Blue down one stock, and Aggz0 and VipR approaching the orange with Hermisen quite in the lead in terms of damage on his stock in general. Aggz0 in the red, and the pressure from the axe coming out into Aggz0 and VipR. Blue trying to get a little bit of damage since he's working off that fresh stock. Hermisen getting the turnaround, but not finding the side air in time, so he's not even going to go for it. Not even going to go for the attempt. VipR, the weapon throw onto Aggz0, getting caught way below the stage, finding the touch, and VipR coming in for the assist as he gets the recovery off the top. Not going to kill Hermisen, and he's still not quite in the red yet. The neutral air from Hermisen getting a little bit of a displacement. The side sig, though, taking Hermisen out. That's going to be a huge hit. The down sig taking out his teammate. Oh no, that's very unfortunate.
I like the idea. If you could get Blue there, it would have worked out. Risk reward. That time we saw the risk part of that type of situation. But as we know,
conceptualization and actual execution are two very different things, and that is going to be one of the more negative examples that we're going to find.
Still in the lead, though. They're still in the lead by a stock, and Blue is looking really damaged here. Likely to go down to his last stock here, and pretty soon if VipR's able to find a recovery, a side sig just like that sends him flying off to the side of the stage. Hermisen, however, finding the down sig onto his opponent this time, and nearly getting that KO onto Aggz0. VipR sent flying. Aggz0 trying to get back on, puts maybe some more damage on the blue. If they can get rid of Blue, they can get that 2v1 that they would love so much, as VipR finally loses his first stock after a whole 2 minutes. Aggz0, however, finds himself losing his stock, evens up the numbers, and red team's only behind a little bit by damage.
VipR and Aggz0 collapsing onto Hermisen right now. Hermisen trying to follow up and defend Blue from VipR's approach at the same time. Blue going for the down sig, not going to connect with anything. Hermisen getting thrown off to the left side. Aggz0 getting pressure on the edge guard, and VipR getting pressured as well. But Hermisen going way too low, and he's going to get punished for that. The down air, getting the opportunistic down air from VipR, taking out Hermisen at the bottom. Now Hermisen, Hermisen and Blue on their last stocks. VipR still in his second stock yellow, extending his stock out to unbelievable levels. Aggz0 taking
and
the
look at what we got. What did we got that we
were
were talking about earlier? It's the VipR 1v2. Let's see how solid Hermisen and Blue's 2v1 strategies are here, because VipR by all means should not be winning this match, but already we
double pickup.
He's hitting both opponents at the same time here. Ground pound does not come out, but the jumping Sair, dash jump Sair into recovery, just barely dodged out, and Blue accidentally hits Hermisen here. VipR just showing the holes in his opponent's play here as he tries to go for another neutral air. Falling Sair, stopped by Blue's neutral light. Hermisen nearly killed off the top by his recovery there really early on. A team combo coming up, but VipR is still a stock above. This D-Light Sair, it gets the KO, but Blue is an axe Sair away from losing his final life.
This is the point that it is Hermisen and Blue's game to lose right now.
Yes.
Because they have, it's all even up in the stocks. VipR can actually take both of them out very easily. There's the recovery. It's just Hermisen and VipR now. Blue playing very dangerously off onto that right side. That was, I think, a mistake, because that's too risky off on the side, collapsing onto Hermisen,
regardless of what happened to Blue here,
too much leniency, having that much damage built up.
We've got this guitar Ditto going on here. Now VipR picking up the axe, realizing that he was kind of losing in it, right? Hermisen was already really damaged, but he was able to find a guitar string to put him into the orange. Down sig is dodged, and oh no! That dodge being gone allowed Hermisen to get so much damage. Side sig does not connect. The Sair from VipR does not hit, and that down sig!
VipR still has the opportunity to take this, though. The recovery coming out, not going to connect on Hermisen. Hermisen having a little bit more damage than Hermisen, but now Hermisen, he's got the edge guard play, and there's the down sig.
Wow.
Securing the game just at the nick of time.
What? Look at the damage that Hermisen did, 764
almost 800.
damage. That went from VipR being in a disadvantage, to VipR being in an advantage, to VipR being in a disadvantage again, almost. It's like when the 1v1 happened, it's like his ability to fight against his opponents almost decreased, or Hermisen's ability to fight VipR in that 1v1 was just so much better. The Ditto that we were looking for occurred, and the win went in favor of the team that we were not expecting. Their 2v1 clearly could use some work, but obviously Hermisen knows what to do against VipR in a 1v1 situation.
He knows how to clutch it when it matters.
Yeah.
And VipR does as well, but on the defensive side of things, Hermisen had a second teammate for a longer period of time. Blue was able to come in with more assistance during that 2v1 that was going to give him much more help to get that win, to secure that victory in that match than VipR has without a teammate. The fact that VipR was able to pull out the double pickup off of the side light neutral air and get a lot of damage onto both players is very telling.
Big turnaround.
He, even losing the 2v1, showed an incredibly strong 2v1
Well,
sense.
it wasn't even that, like, it was a stunt. I mean, it's great that VipR did it, but I don't think he did it with the idea to hit both players. He just wanted to get damage on somebody. And the fact that Blue and Hermisen were in the same position when it occurred showed how their 2v1 positioning was also a little bit lacking. But we're going to see if they can clean that up here, or maybe even not even get into a situation where they worry about that as they're going into game number 2 here. VipR and Aggz0 already controlling the center of the stage. Hermisen and Blue off stage. Oh no, VipR has an opportunity for Sarah. Dodges to the recovery, manages to make it back, but that could have been a really early stock there for the blue team. Blue finds the axe, no down air, and VipR looking for these combos is interrupted by a Hermisen here, and Blue is able to have his little skirmish with Aggz0 off the side of the stage.
VipR dealing so much damage to Hermisen right now. Blue coming in for the assistance. The down sick gravity cancel is going to get a lot of damage onto VipR, though, on the right side. Hermisen taking a huge amount of damage in the red. The recovery not quite finishing off the top. Blue and Hermisen now weaponless, getting caught out, looking for something, any amount of help. The recovery, though, just barely not going to kill Blue off to the right. VipR looking for a KO with the side air. Nope. Everyone in the red now as everything gets all evened up. Ooh, the first KO is going to be on is up in the air. Literally as Hermisen gets just
that was a really low downer too. Usually you see those downers happening a little bit above the stage, but he was able to catch him on the landing, and a nice D-Light Sarah is able to get that KO into Blue as well. But this is not by any means a huge lead. They have to start getting some damage here or risk losing their stock immediately to falling Sarahs like that. They just need to be able to clean up VipR's stock here, and they have a completely even game number 2.
All right, now looking for the KOs on the red for the red team. VipR and Aggz0 are avoiding so much damage right now. VipR is still in his first stock. Again, showing his potential with his stock extension. One of the things that makes a good 2v2 player great. Finally losing that first stock, though. Blue very deep in the red, looking to get KO'd at any time with this pressure from Aggz0 and VipR collapsing on top of him.
Nice neutral attempt coming up from VipR, ends up hitting his teammate there, but Blue gets killed at the top super quickly by that nair. Weapon toss comes out. Hermisen manages to dodge out of all of those active hitboxes that were occurring and makes it back, but they're still down a stock, and Hermisen is taking a lot of damage. Blue has managed to not get hit by too much here, but a nair from Aggz0 will put him into the yellow. Nice stop combo coming out from Aggz0 to be able to secure a 2-stock lead over the red team. They look like they want to take this to a game 3. They want to say, hey, last time you got us into a 2v1, now we're going to put you into a 2v1 and show you what we're made of. But Blue and Hermisen still have an opportunity to fight back. Okay, Hermisen, this is a 1v2 of a different proportion.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, before it was like 2 stocks to 1 stock each. Now this is 2 stocks each to 1 stock, and Hermisen, he can't even make it back. That is a 4 stock. That went from being VipR fighting a 1v2 to a 4 stock. The adjustments that the blue team made were incredible. Blue was destroyed instantly that game. He had the most damage taken and the least damage dealt.
Aggz0 made a very different comeback in terms of his personal play style that game. In the first game, only dealing really about 333 damage, and this time beating everyone out in the damage realm. Taking the most damage with about 525. So a huge difference in terms of how confident he is moving into this 2v2 playstyle in this particular matchup. Now, game number 3, moving into it right now, Blue and Hermisen tied up in the set with Aggz0 and VipR. Whoever wins it here moves on to the losers finals to await the loser of Cake Addy and Emperor Mini Goosey. But here we go, Twilight Grove.
Twilight Grove is game 3, seems to be the tradition so far in all of these best of 3s that we've been seeing, and now a D-Light Sarah from Blue puts him in the island. VipR tries to save his teammate there, relieves some of the pressure as Blue goes back to the Hattori that we saw in that game 1 that he switched from to go to Jala. And that neutral sig from hermisen, catching both of his opponents and putting on so much damage. He tries it again. He doesn't have his dodge. He's got to be careful. VipR goes for that recovery. Nearly kills him off the top. Aggz0 tries to combo into it and instead gets hit by a Sair. Can Blue finish off that stock? The D-Light Sair does confirm it. Maybe. No, Aggz0 has the ability to get back. His dodge is back and down air. Actually stops him from touching. Excellent patience and edge guard from Blue. And VipR now has an opportunity to return it.
Oh my god! Edge guard play going in, getting the down air into the down air into side air conversion. Just really picking up the kill down there. That was a great opportunity play from him, and the recovery off the top onto hermisen, now taking the advantage for the
VipR
blue
doing
team
what he
after
did in
a
the
very
previous
strong
game.
showing from the red team.
As you said, he was stock tanking in game number 2, and he's doing the same thing here in game number 3. Has a lot of damage, but he's getting those KOs, and he's making it so that the blue team has the secured lead. Lots of damage going on the VipR, but no KOs. At this point, any damage he takes, he doesn't care about as long as it doesn't result in the loss of the stock. Nair doesn't even kill off the top yet, and a weapon toss from VipR lets him land back onto the stage. He's trying to make sure that Aggz0 doesn't go down to 1 stock, though, because he doesn't want that 1v2 again.
VipR playing the Axe right now, getting the recovery off to hermisen, splitting up the red team right now. Good team cohesion from the blue team as Aggz0. Oh no! As I say that, he gets the team grab on the recovery, and that is unfortunate as he takes VipR out in his first stock. Aggz0 in the red right now, but finding a nice side air, taking out hermisen, putting him to his last stock. Blue all alone for the time being, but Aggz0 and VipR are going to give him a little bit of space. Not going to go too deep into it. Not going to take too many risks. They want to hold on to these stocks. They want to make them last as long as possible, take as much damage as they can while looking for these KOs.
Ooh, I like the chase dodge Nair that came out of VipR there to be able to try to read his opponent's dodge and get that recovery. Blue gets a nice down air on Aggz0 on the right side of the map, and he falls to his death, but a return down air. That might be it for Blue. Blue used all of his jumps to be able to get that KO, and that ended up making him lose his stock as well. VipR in the same position as the stock tank here in this game number 3. Blue and hermisen on tournament stocks here. Liking these down airs, Blue going for that recovery. Down air does not quite hit on the VipR, and VipR going in for that unarmed recovery. Aggz0 is doing well against hermisen off stage, not taking too much damage yet, and VipR not in kill percent, and not to mention that he's able to hold on to that stock for so long. Finds that down air, but Aggz0 ends up side airing his own teammate. That puts him in a kill percent. That could be a huge deal.
VipR and Aggz0, oh, nice team combo, stomping the side air. And that is going to be VipR now. Weapon throw. hermisen making his way back to the wall, barely avoiding the VipR down air for the kill. And hermisen side air throwing VipR across the stage. Still in his second stock, though. He's the only one with his second stock still in the game. Blue off on the stage, avoiding the weapon throw. Now the ground pound, and VipR unable to punish and taking this hammer side air as well. Blue trying to confirm the kill on the VipR, and that's going to be the kill off the top of the recovery. And Blue and hermisen need to put the pressure onto Aggz0 right now before VipR gets back. Aggz0 finding the kill onto hermisen. Blue all by himself off stage. No jumps left. Can he get back? No, he doesn't get the touch. And that is going to be it. Blue and hermisen are gone. And that is going to be Aggz0 and VipR moving on to losers finals.